Just like to make a statement first, confirming the situation as we understand it at the moment. Police received a call to attend a rural address in County Road, Pairua. The call was in relation to a domestic incident at that address.
Yep.
Upon arrival at the address, police officers were attacked, and then police officers shot dead a 57-year-old male at that address.
How many officers were involved?
3 police officers attended the incident.
What sort of injuries did they suffer?
No injuries were suffered by the police officers.
You say the officers were attacked. Can you just expand on that a little bit?
It was a very fast-moving, dynamic scene, and we still need to actually reconstruct all of the facts pertaining to that, and that'll just take us a bit of time to work that through.
You said that a machete was involved, so were they attacked with a machete? Did he come at them with a machete? Can you just tell us what happened there?
From what we understand at the moment, he had both a slasher and a machete, and a number of other knives and that were also located at the scene.
What can you say about the initial reports that brought you to that property in the first place?
We were responding to a call relating to a domestic incident at that address.
So can you confirm it was Michael Taylor?
At this stage, we can't confirm any identity until a formal identification process has taken place.
There was no one to police. How often did this happen?
In small communities like this in rural New Zealand is that police officers get to know just about everybody in the community, so we did know who this particular family was.
Was he known to police because of previous offences, or was it, like you say, just a small community type situation?
Both actually. We do know about other incidents that have occurred at that address.
What sort of incidents? Other domestic incidents?
Full variety of matters, but we'll let that come out in the fullness of time.
Were there children at the address?
There was a 14-year-old girl and a 17-year-old male.
Were they hurt at all?
No.
Were they related to the deceased?
Pardon? They were related to the female party at the address.
So did the deceased live at the address?
Yes.
Were they threatened at all, the children?
No, not to our understanding yet, but once again we're in early stages here, and until such time as we do that interviews, we won't know the full detail.
Any evidence of drug use?
No.
Did they witness the shooting?
We'll have to once again interview all those people that were at the address to ascertain exactly what did occur at that address, and that's what we're getting our investigation underway now.
Can you elaborate how they were attacked, the officers?
With the machete and slasher.
So they were cut?
No, the police officers weren't.
Can you just talk about the assessments that were made upon arrival at the scene when those officers got there? Did they immediately know that this was a dangerous situation that they may need a firearm for? Could you just tell us, how?
Okay, so all our police officers are thoroughly trained, and we use a process called the 10R process, where we make a full risk assessment of the scene, of all the facts that we know at that particular time. This risk assessment led them to believe that they would need to take firearms to that address.
How long before they arrived at the house before they shot the person?
The call came in at 8:10, and we attended at about 8:28.
Are you able to say how far away the man was when police shot him?
Not at this stage here. We will still reconstruct that scene, and we'll have a lot more detail in a few days' time.
You've said one shot. Was there more than one shot fired?
We know there was a shot fired, but we can't at this stage confirm whether there were more or not.
Was it inside the house?
No.
When the police arrived here, you said the situation that was at hand, was the only option to shoot this man?
The police officers had taser available, but they could not deploy taser at the time, and used a firearm.
How come they couldn't use the taser?
We'll have to go through that full reconstruction to ascertain what was happening there. It's far too early to speculate. As you can imagine, the officers concerned going through a real emotional roller coaster there, and at this stage here we haven't been able to speak to them.
How close did the guy get to the officers?
hate using the same line, but it appears very close, and they were fearing for their life, and that's why they used the firearm.
So did all police officers witness the event, the shooting?
As I've said, we haven't been able to interview all the officers at this stage, so until those interviews are complete, can't assist you any further.
Can you give us some kind of idea of the timeline that's now involved ahead of the IPCA, I guess, investigating, given it's a fatal incident?
Okay, the IPCA have been advised, and their investigator, we understand, will arrive here this afternoon. We will run our investigation, and that's fully geared up at this stage, and that will be driven by the officer in charge of the investigation, and until that investigation is complete, we will remain doing the job.
Are you in a position to say whether you are behind the officers for the decision that they made?
Absolutely.
Why?
Pardon? Well, our officers are well trained. They've got to make judgment decisions, and all the facts that I currently have before me at the time, they made the right decision.
The victim at the house who was threatened before police arrived, how's that person dealing with this?
That person is with us, receiving victim support, and will also be interviewed today.
How many officers were involved?
There were 3 police officers
Has this been notified?
notified. It has been notified to the IPCA, yes.
No, it's like child abuse and family.
Yes, all those matters have been dealt with.
Just give us a picture about the situation, to your knowledge, that actually led to this domestic incident. Do you have those sorts of details? Have you managed to get that from the...
Not what led up to the domestic incident. From what we can ascertain is the officers arrived at the address. They saw the deceased there with a machete and a slasher. A real quick, dynamic situation in which they were attacked, and a police officer drew his firearm and shot the...
Whereabouts was he shot?
We'll have to wait for the reconstruction for that.
Last question, please. Oh, thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I didn't see you the other day.